They're about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Darnold on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Four yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lock. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down now, Lock. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Raiders, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackle by A.J. Epinesa. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down. Block. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 16-yard line.
17-0 our score after 1.
The score, Bills 17, Raiders nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes
under pressure, they got him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Big hold of the 30. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 25-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards.
1st down, Las Vegas.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Lock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Lock. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Lock. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive,
They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Gain of 20. And the Raiders.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jannard Avery in there to record another sack. And that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. To throw is Darnold. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's second down.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got daylight. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Darnold completes it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Block. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Blocked. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
He's moving. He's bad, Eddie. Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
14 moving. 14 moving. Mike 40. Check right. Check right. Dash. And Eddie. Go down. Mike 40. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. You ain't doing nothing today.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buffalo, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff races. They're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin.